Aha! There we are. It's a stream. Hello, everything's fine. Hold on. Now let's just go right over to the booth. Hello! Hello, hello! Every time. Hey, and welcome to today's stream. Yeah, it's fine. It's a Wednesday. It's a very nice day today. All hanging out, chilling, doing whatever, because I'm done with Inscription. Finished that yesterday. And it was good. And yeah. I think I said yesterday where I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do today, so I still haven't decided if what I'm gonna play. Although I don't know, I'm leaning towards something like Hades, because Hades is always a good time. So we may get around to that, but hope those of you out there are doing well. Hey Pix, and hello to Lucinati as well, and to anybody else who might be watching now or later. 40k bolt gun. Hey Lamb. Oh, making video game go. Heck yeah. I look forward to seeing what you do with that, if that's something you want to share when you make some progress. We love to see people doing the thing. Yeah. 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 Oh, just as to say, all right, we're sort of very early stages. That is completely fair. But that's awesome. Yeah. Best of luck with all of that. Man. Yeah, I know. I've never. I think I talked about this before, but I've basically like that's never something I've explored or like tried to figure out how to do really. Of like making a game or anything like that. Like, the 20 hours I spent on my prototyping Godot had a character who could pick up boxes and throw them. Oh. Already further along in UE5. That's good. That's good. Yeah. I'm sure that the 20 hours in Godot probably also helped, right? Somewhat. Even if the processes are completely, even if like the system is different. Node-based programming, general accessibility. Could be. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's very cool. I think I said I enjoyed watching the Game Maker's Toolkit video series where he did where he made a game. It was very interesting. Yes, Pix, I just watched it right before the stream went up. Oh man. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm very excited for more Strange New Worlds. Also, live action Boimler and Mariner. Yes! Lower decks! Lower decks! Yeah. Season 2, baby! Yeah. Yeah, there is a crossover episode. They show up in the trailer. And they look great. Yeah. It's you get a little brief snippet of them in the trailer, but yes. I love it. Yeah. More Strange New Worlds is always a good thing in my book, so. What's that? Been working with UE's Blueprint system, which is a node-based visual programming system. A lot of the logic is the same, even if you don't have to write all the code. Okay. That's what I figured. There must be some sort of like common things between game making programs. I guess if it's node based and the other thing is also node based, then yeah. I think I have a vague understanding of node based things, because I only know that from playing around with Blender a little bit and and visual effects, but I don't fully understand it exactly, but you know, whatever. RPG game tutorial, which basically aims to create all those base features in Assassin's Creed Origins. Ah, and luckily a lot of those features are things you require for the game concept you actually want to make. Oh, that's good. Convenient. RPG game tutorial. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Lem, I did have a read of that article you shared the other day, and it was it was very interesting, and I definitely agree with a lot of what it's talking about. And it definitely, as even though I'm not a writer for it in any sense of the word really, but there's the bit where he was talking about when you're teaching newbies, basically, and you say like, here's that they always want to break the rules immediately, and I was like, oh yes, that is actually that's relatable in a lot of fields, right? Yeah. Now character can vault over a chest high object, sprint, stamina and health system, and can equip a sword with a simple 3-hit combo. Add in some dialogue and some custom skins and some premium currency, and baby, you got a video game. Put some loot boxes in there. We got. Yes, Lodex is so good. But yeah, no. And there's some assets from the market. I got perfect ready to go asset flip. Hell yeah. Boom. Yeah. No, yeah. But it was definitely very true when I was like, oh yeah. 'Cause that article is a lot longer than I actually thought it was going to be. But, I did read the whole thing. And that's what I remember. And then basically just being like, no, it can be condensed down into, look, these rules are here for a reason. We're not just arbitrarily telling you can't do stuff. Oh, no problem, Lucinati. It's one of my favorites. I always try and keep it in mind when it comes to creative stuff, And I think you can even hold parts of it true when you're doing, like, if you're doing something for pay as well, Yeah. The video game consultant who worked on a lot of video games and AAA and indie, so they know their shit. Yeah. And it's not to say, like, it's not like you can't break the rules. But I think the very important advice that's often true is you have to know the rules and why they're there before you break them. So you can break them effectively. Because if you don't understand why they're there, you won't know which ones are load bearing, as it were. And that goes for that goes for basically anything, whether it's writing, art, making video games, cooking, like a lot of stuff, really. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, awesome. And yeah, that's the thing that you see. Yeah, like, you gotta make you're making video games. I guess it's like you gotta make your basic, like, just make something simple. You gotta do the small simple thing, and then finish it, and that will teach you. You gotta learn how to make You gotta learn how to rotate cubes in space or something, or make a default cube jump, and before you can make your highly original JRPG style whatever the hell you want. Just making your character be able to crouch is a whole ordeal. Yeah. Load, just like load crouch dot thing. It's like that's like when you peel back all of the stuff, all of the front end, all of the everything. When you're working from the ground up, you have to tell so many times. You have to tell the computer or the system that you're using exactly what you want it to do, and you have to be really specific. It doesn't understand. Or you just find, you know, instructions other people have written, and you use those. Again, to 200 people working on them still take 5 years to develop for a reason. Yeah. Well, I mean, after a certain point, the number of people you throw at a project doesn't make it go any faster. In fact, it makes it go slower. It's like the old adage, 9 women can't make a baby in a month. You know? It's a saying. I don't know. You know, if you know, you mean throwing them get into these gears isn't helping. Quick, more, throw more of them. We're clearly not throwing enough of them. Yeah. I don't know. It seems like, and you know, this is just anecdotal. This is based on what my impression is. That like actually paradoxically trying to go fast often makes things take longer, because it actually just like if you crunch people and if you crunch hard enough, then it's gonna like be bad a lot of the time, and you're gonna have to spend more time and more money fixing it to get or release it in a terrible state and lose money. What you actually want, what you should probably do, is afford the people making it, working on it, the time and resources to do it well without being under a lot of pressure. Yeah. Rested happy teams make better games. Yep. So, you know, trying to go fast will make you go slower. Yeah. Tears of the Kingdom took 6 years, and they were working on from the starting point of the game that took 5. Yeah, this is true. God, Breath of the Wild was 6 years ago? Oi. Where does time go? The Zelda team has little to no turnover for nearly 20 years. Wow. That's interesting, yeah. I wonder about that, because yeah, on the one hand, you've got like it's interesting. It's, you know, I would be worried, you know, from an outside point of view, like, wouldn't that get stagnant over, you know, 20 years of the same people doing the same stuff, but evidently not. They've built up a whole base of knowledge, yeah. I mean, it kind of did, yeah. It's one of the benefit of getting new people in, I suppose, is the, you know, new ideas, but it's not to say established people can't have new ideas. Yeah, true. Breath of the Wild was like a departure, for sure. Yeah, like, and it was like one of the biggest selling games I've ever made. I intentionally shook it up with younger devs putting forward new ideas. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah. It's one of the reasons that I went with, I was like, a Zelda retrospective would be cool. I mean, that's still in the sort of, that's on the bucket list, I guess, because that requires a whole lot more setup to do. But you have a lot of It's a lot of similar things, but there is a whole lot of variety in Zelda games, which is interesting. Oh yeah, Red. How did Studio X do this wrong? They nailed it in the previous game. It was like, because most of the people burned out or let go from the original game. Yeah, a lot of the people who worked on that first game are not there anymore. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah. That does happen quite a bit. You turn over and burn out. Yeah. Yeah, like Zelda, you started out with. It did. I'm trying to recall. I feel like at one point when Breath of the Wild was coming out, there was at least some discussion around it being somewhat of a throwback to like the original Zelda, which, you know, being the NES game where you could just wander around and go anywhere, and because it was very early on in sort of, you know, video game history, there wasn't a lot of the tropes and trappings we've come to expect from RPGs later on. Like, there was, it was so early you didn't really have a, you know, it wasn't a quest or anything. There you just went into a cave, an old guy gave you a sword and said, "Good luck." And then you wandered around on various screens, attacking enemies. Nobody came to you and was like, "Link, you must defeat Calamity Ganon," or whatever. Oh yeah, right, L.A. Noire. The game's really good, could have led to some great things, but basically everyone was let go, so all of that was lost. Yeah, wow. Yeah. They're going back to the core concept of adventure in the woods. Yeah. In BioWare games as well. Oh god, yeah. Well, it yeah. Definitely seemed like that was the case from well, from like Mass Effect to Mass Effect Andromeda, where I don't know if anyone like yeah, textbook example, yeah. A completely different crew, completely different game, really. Well, I mean, not completely different, but it really went in a brand new team, yeah. It's not like it can't work, but there's not. If there's no you need to have at least somebody, maybe, to carry some things through. It would help, I assume, maybe. Frostbite didn't help. Oh wow. Andromeda, Anthem, and Dragon Age all suffered hard. Yeah, I do see the thing where people be like, "Oh man, BioWare used to be so good. What happened? They managed to nail this before," and it's like, the people who worked on those games that you really like don't work there anymore. Like, that BioWare of old no longer exists. Same with a lot of game studios, you know. So I had literally no way to track an inventory. That seems problematic. Oh, I have to build that from scratch. Oh, that's got to take up so much time that they could have spent on, you know, anything else. Woof. Mass Effect would be another fun one to do a sort of playthrough of. That I could also do fairly easily, because you can get the Legendary Edition with all the trilogy on, well, on PC or on PS4. Probably I would get it on PS4 just to make it easier for me to stream. That would be a fun one. Or is it on sale? Well, I mean, it'll probably go on sale again. Let me just have a look actually on the old store there. Oh. Oh, it's on sale on Steam, I see. I could probably... whatever. New page. Oh, for like... oh, for like 75% off? Oh, wow. Okay, it's like 12 quid for all three. I see. When does this end? 29th, okay. Huh. My only problem with that is... once again, I run into technical difficulties. And if I want to stream it properly, if I want to stream it to you, then I should... Right now, I would need to get it on PS4. Because that would make it... That would mean that I could actually stream it without issue. But whatever. So, you know, I could pick it up on PC as well, but it would probably be a pain in the butt because it's all the remastered and more recent, so it has higher specs that would mean that it would be tricky for me to stream. The awkward stuff with Ellie, partly because of good old corrupted source code. Oh, lovely. That's great. Oh, I suppose I could get it on EA Play on PlayStation. It'd be piss off. Whatever. Alright, you know, it's not an immediate concern. And I'm not going to fall victim to the, you know, oh, it's on sale now, I have to buy it. It's like, I'm just going to leave it for now. I'll leave it for now. But it's on the list. So, you know, at some point in the future, that would be good. That would be a good thing to do. I'm trying to remember if I'm missing any Mass Effect games, because it is just like Mass Effect 1, 2, 3, and Andromeda. I don't think there are any like weird spin-off side games. Yeah. Which is maybe I don't know, is that surprising or not? Well, it's BioWare, they don't tend to do that. Or are there? For having been announced that coming at some point, okay. Sure, yeah. Wonder if it's Commander Shepard is back, presumably. One that's old and jank. Mobile. Oh, mobile games. Yeah, I should have known. It is also EA, but whatever. 2 mobile games. Interesting. Alright, well, like I said, it's on the list, but like, trying not to get ahead of myself because we got a whole shitload of Final Fantasy to get through. So, you know, that will take a while. Galaxy and Infiltrator. Okay. Sure. Mobile games, I guess. Like you said. Yeah. And 2 supplementary apps. What about FF spin-offs? God, let me just get through the main series first. There's already like a bajillion of games in that series. I sent you emails during ME3? Oh my god. Vagrant Story and Tactics. Ah yes, Final Fantasy Tic Tacs. Look, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Alright, well, we'll see. We need both FF14. Look! So now I've released Alliance go. Oh no. FF14. Like I said, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with FF14. Because which one was the other MMO? Was it? Was it? No. 11. Okay, yeah, 11. I think we already decided that one I can't really. Is it still alive? I just don't know. Like, we'll see. I generally have a really hard time enjoying MMOs in general. It's a pre-WoW MMO with all that means. I could give it a try. But that's like 10 games down the line, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. Yeah, exactly. We'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. If we're going to do one, do award-winning MMO Final Fantasy XIV, which has a free trial, etc, etc, etc. Yeah. We'll see. Like I said, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I'm starting from the very beginning, and we'll see how far we do. Like I said, I think I said before, but like, you know, I'm probably going to take breaks from it at some point. Where you're like, okay, we'll do something else today. We'll just hang out. We'll just do an art stream. Or we'll just chill and chat, and whatever. Because otherwise, it'll just be like wall-to-wall Final Fantasy for a while. But that is part of the plan. So you know, yeah, we'll burn that bridge when we come to it. Yeah, we'll see. I've never played like, I just can't really, I don't know. Oh, what the hell? I managed to scratch myself somehow. I did. How did that happen? Weird. Probably just bumbling around. Whatever. Sorry, I just noticed that. But like, I don't know. MMOs are just not my thing in general, so we can give it a try. Starting bits of 14 don't help. Body suggestion. Yeah, well, we shall see. Two early birds in the hand with a rolling stone. You know what they say? Not the sharpest bulb in the drawer. a few bricks short of a picnic. You know, that might not be a bad idea, Red, honestly. That's not the worst idea. I don't know. Drag me through that, maybe. We can see how it goes. Yeah. So at some point, we will. You know, God willing, we'll get there, but it'll be a while. The familiar aspects. I mean, already had airships in the last game, in the last campaign. You said there's these crystals. Look. Any sufficiently large D&D world will probably have enough things where you could look at it and go, "That's Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy did it." Because spoilers, they're both, you know, major. They're just big fantasy games. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have no idea how long it will take, but I think we said like, the first few games shouldn't take too long because they're not like massive. Let me go on my old standby. How long to beat? 100 years. Let me see. Final Fantasy. The NES ones are like 10-ish hours. Okay. So yeah, according to How Long to Beat, first one is like 16 hours. The second one is a bit longer. It says about like 20 hours for that one. 18 for Final Fantasy 3. This is like minimum. Why isn't it listed? Okay. 4 is a lot longer. 39. And then the other ones will go on. Okay. We may get DNF. Yeah, we may get some DNFs. I don't know. It'll depend. I'm not necessarily committing myself to finishing everything. Like if I'm playing a game and I'm like, it sucks, then I definitely don't want to. I don't want to like force myself through it, probably. But we'll see. 2 is kind of ass. We'll see. We'll see. Gotta give him a good try, you know? Good old college try. The other thing I've been doing, actually, that will be fun, is I've been trying to source some of the, at least for the NES ones, the game manuals, which I managed to find a few of them as PDFs, because, you know, this was back in the days when games came with manuals, and at least one of them has some cool art in it. So we'll be checking those out when we get to those games. Of course, the problem is, if you search for like Final Fantasy 3 manual, you end up with a bunch of links for the Final Fantasy 6 manual, because you know, what is it? Final Fantasy 6, aka Final Fantasy 3 in the West, or whichever way around it was. Final Fantasy 3, aka Final Fantasy 6 in Japan. It was something like that, because they got a different title on release in Western markets, or there was something like that. So who knows? But yeah, I feel like the idea of going right back to the start. Nintendo hosts. Yeah, I did. The one I found for Final Fantasy 1 was on Nintendo's website. I think it was nintendo.co.jp, but the PDF was in English, so that's good. Yeah, one instance of Nintendo actually, you know, doing a good thing for preservation. 2, 3, and 5 never got Western releases until they did the re-releases, so 4 is 2 and 6 is 3. Right, of course. Of course, it's simple. Isn't this just the thing? There was something just very recently about Nintendo, like delisting stuff or making it hard to get hold of things. What was it? Oh yeah, right. It was. Oh right, no, it was similar. It was after killing legal access to hundreds of 3DS games, now Nintendo's going even harder on the illegal access. Right, they shut down the eShop on the 3DS. Yeah. I was reading something like, it was either in the comments or on that article, where someone pointed out that like they make it really hard to get a lot of old stuff. So, you know, video game conservationists or preservationists really hate them because of that. But Nintendo has like an internal like archive of stuff. It's just private, you know. They have everything they've ever made stored somewhere. They're just keeping it to themselves. Doing like the Disney Vault sort of thing. people patch some loopholes for basically no reason. People already broken it. I mean, yeah, it's very much like it's always pretty much always a losing battle, or like it's a constant game of whack-a-mole that Nintendo is trying to play, or just anything like that, right? You know, the Oculus weren't playing for fun instead of reason. Oh yeah. Yeah. They're the ones preserving, they don't... Yeah, I don't know. They just have a very different attitude to this sort of thing, right? But what's the... Yes, it was the Gabe Newell quote where it's like, piracy is a service issue. Like, if you made it easy to get hold of these old games, basically nobody would pirate them. Because they'd just be like, yeah, I could install if they'll get, like, download a ROM emulator and get this ROM off a dodgy, sketchy, whatever, or have to be careful about this. Or I could just buy it off the, you know, the Nintendo shop and download it onto my Switch or whatever. And, you know, that was what was attractive to me about doing the Final Fantasy thing, because I was like, oh, I can get the Pixel remasters on the PlayStation Store, and basically the rest of the series is available on PS Plus. Like, great. You know, I don't have to get any emulators or figure that shit out. Not that I would be averse to doing that, but it's more work, you know. It's versus just like download and play when I know that it will work. I don't have to troubleshoot shit. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, like Netflix killed piracy for a while, and then now we're back into a situation where everything's being divvied up. Yeah, pie slicing, as you said, where it's much harder and much more expensive to watch all the various shows. Not to mention certain streaming services pulling stuff from their catalog, and so it's like, oh well, I signed up for this show and now it's not here anymore. And so it's just like, oh god. So now, yeah, we're back in that situation where people are like, well, I'm just going to pirate these shows because otherwise I'm paying through the nose for like 5 different streaming services just to watch the 3 different shows that I like, and they could be taken off of any of them at any moment. So, you know. Yeah. Time Netflix model worked is when it was a monopoly. Yes. Woof. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because, like, yeah, monopolies are often pretty much bad for a lot of reasons. But the devious thing is, from a user point of view, right? From a user point of view, having everything under one roof, under one storefront or one subscription is great. That's much better than the other stuff, you know, just purely from that point of view of I only have to have one account or pay one subscription. I don't have to pay like 50 different ones. But then that means that so and so has a monopoly on whatever it is, and they basically control the market, and that's not great. Tired remake bad. Source code was mostly missing and corrupted off of FF10 remake. Oh, yikes! Let's emulate the PS2 version. Wow. Like I said, I'm going to be getting these on PS4 because those are all available either for purchase or well, they're all available for purchase, or I can get all of them on PS Plus. So hopefully, I won't have to worry about this sort of stuff. Yeah, just make my life a little bit easier. Of the thumbs down on that one, like key points, like thumbs down. Frame rate is capped at 30 FPS. No way to change without breaking the entire engine. Like, oh no, what a shame. How terrible. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, just going through all these will take an amount of time, I'm sure. Just make it a sort of ongoing thing. Like I've said, I fully reserve the right to, you know, oh hey, a new game has come out, you know, that I really want to play, and like, never mind Final Fantasy, we're playing this now. At least for a little bit, you know. Streaming through FFX with the remake and the new models look kind of bad, and most of the facial animations are broken, so a lot of cutscenes end up extremely jank. Oh no, that's no good. PlayStation Store. Right. So we get 10. It's the XX2 HD remaster. Yeah. Yeah, the one on the PS Store is the HD remaster. I think most of them will be, like the fancy versions. It's fine though. The affectionate and not affectionate called the HD D-make in the community. Woof. Yeah. Okay, I was just checking what. Right, because the bundle I can get is 1 to 6. Everything after 6 is its own separate thing. Oh wow. Apparently there's an early purchase bundle where it's like, what did it just say? Customers who purchase the Final Fantasy 1 to 6 bundle by the 25th of the 5th, 2023, that's tomorrow, will receive a unique theme and avatar as a bonus gift. Oh shit, I should get it. I should get it today. I didn't realize that there was a early order bonus for the bundle. Oh shit. They just added 6 to the Pixel Remaster bundle. Ah, I see. I see. Gotcha. I mean, I don't really care about the theme or avatars, but it's kind of funny. The deluxe pre-order of FF16 comes with the Pixel Remaster bundle. Well, look, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Don't know if we're gonna make it to 16. You know, I'm perfectly fine to wait on that one. Also, oh right, it's PS5. Of course, never mind. Forget it. Forget it then. Maybe by the time we get through everything else, I'll have finally got enough, saved up to enough to get a PS5. Yeah. We can only hope. Yeah, that's the interesting thing about like trying to do a retrospective and going back to like early games and such. Is how easy it is to actually get hold of them in a legitimate manner, let's say, without I don't know. Well, I mean to to denigrate emulation, because actually there's nothing. I don't have anything against it, but in I guess an official manner. Official way of getting hold of them, and it's in a legitimate working manner. Yeah, and a lot of stuff is like for PC games you have a much easier time a lot of the time, because things like GOG and whatever. Square has made it easy to get hold of FF games re-releases already since the PS1. Okay, so yeah, they're very good on that front. But yeah, like some stuff is just impossible to get hold of, or very difficult to get hold of officially. I mean, I think Nintendo's stuff is probably the worst for it, because as we were talking about, they just like to, delist things and close down entire storefronts without putting up the games anywhere else. Yeah. Like, how quickly was it? What was the Mario game? There was a Mario release a little while ago that was taken down after like not even a year. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Where they just like put it out for sale and then took it away like 6 months later or something. Yeah, they don't value it at all for some reason. Sunshine and Galaxies for Switch. Oh, wow. So it's like, and it's gone. Yeah, they're really bad at it. Really bad for doing it, I mean. They do it a lot. Yeah, it's like I said, it's really frustrating because they have it all. They have an internal, they have archives, but they're just like, no. When Nintendo CEOs talked about that their business model is specifically FOMO, oh god. You said the quiet part out loud. Oh yeah, fucking amiibos. Yeah. The worst part is that it works, right? It works, it evidently works really well. Or well enough for them, right? It's like, oh no. Better get it now. You'll never get it again. We'll never do it again. We're putting it out for one day. Buy it or don't. Oh, right. The Mini NES and SNES. Yeah. They're just like, screw you. You didn't get it in time? Well, too bad. She's ROMs taken from ROM sites. Oh my god. Get them while they're hot. Yeah. Ooh. Yikes. And like, it's not that other game companies don't use FOMO to sell stuff, but it definitely feels like yeah, Nintendo are just like really bad at it. Like it's their main operating procedure. Like Nintendo specifically leans into it. Yeah. And it's just very Nintendo. They're kind of unique in that regard, where they're just like, nope, we're just gonna do this. We're into it. It's not even like a cultural difference between the Western gaming companies and Japanese, because no, it's pretty much just Nintendo. The other Japanese gaming companies are not doing this. It's like, no, it's Nintendo. Nintendo are just weird, Well, games you've been putting on Steam, right? Yeah, preservation. That's the thing, ROM sites are, they're preservation in a lot of times, like a lot for the really old stuff. It's like nobody's selling this anymore. You can't get this anywhere. No one's losing money because someone downloaded a ROM off of your website. But still, here comes the hammer. We must shut them down. The only very annoying though, I can't find a version of the game that's free of annoying crack throws. Oh right, God, I haven't seen one of those in a long time, but I remember, yeah. Yeah, the cracking, yeah, from the people who cracked the game, and they put a. I remember there were like a lot of skulls and like very like edgy hacker things. I remember a lot of those. I don't know if there's any like other trends, but that's what I remember. I imagine there has to be like a whole community though for that sort of thing. Just working away there trying to crack video games. Most cycling gradients and things. I feel like the edgy nonsense you got with keygens and the like in the 90s. Okay, that must be what I'm remembering. 90s keygens and whatever. Yeah, back in my day. Where's the aesthetic? It's the cycling gradients. It's not even a not even a look. You don't even have a. There's no sense of style to it. Most of the games are 80s. Ah, I see. Old school. No ASCII art, uncivilized. Yeah. Yeah. Probably time to have another thorough cleaning of this place. Spring cleaning. Are we still in spring? We're still in spring, right? Yeah, sure. Why not? Oops. We're fine. Yeah. Another thing that bugs me is that I do wish the PS4 was backwards compatible. But I understand why like a lot of consoles are not backwards compatible because they don't. Well, but wasn't that the big selling point? I remember when we did E3, or it was like it was something like the Xbox. They mentioned like the new Xbox. I think it was the Series X or whatever that one was. Yeah, they are. And PS5 is as well, right? I see, like backwards compatible with Xbox with PS4. Yeah. But yeah, it would be nice if they were, because I don't know. Another thing like makes it harder. Yeah, the hardware is way more uniform now, right? That was the thing I always remember about the PS3 was like it had some unique. I think it was the PS3. Was it PS3 that had like a unique architecture that made it really hard to emulate or like to port games to, or something like that? PS2 was backwards compatible because they put a PS1 inside it, right? Yes, I remember. They basically just, I don't know if they did they emulate it or did they put like actual PS like hardware inside? forget what it was. It was actual chips, right? It was. They put an actual PS1 in it. Okay, yeah, there you go. Didn't one of them emulate? Was it PS3 that emulated previous ones? I don't know. I don't know enough about console history to remember. I might also be making it up. I don't know. Oh, the PS3 had backwards compatibility because they put a PS2 in it, so they took it out to make it cheaper. So launch PS3s are extra coveted because you can play PS2 games on them. I only say this because it's like that's the thing that's standing in the way of me doing like a legitimate without playing Metal Gear games solid without emulation, but that's that may be impossible to pull off anyway. So PS Classic, vaguely recall a Raspberry Pi using EPS XE for its emulation. Ah. Oh right, yeah, it's a tiny little PS1. A tiny little PlayStation that's just a Raspberry Pi emulating a PS1. Or something like that, yeah. It looks so funny that it's... I'm just looking at it up because it's basically the same size as the controller, which is very funny. It just also makes me laugh. This image I found on Google of it is just kind of funny. Hold on. Blah da 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 da. It's like the size of like a sandwich. Like just enough space to put the disc inside. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Do not eat the tiny console. That sign won't stop me because I can't read. They complained about the PS Classic controller being super short, so they modded them to be wireless. Alright. Hold on. Is it super short? Oh yeah. Yeah, with such a tiny... Okay. Why would you do that? So weird. Console uses the quad system chip. If you plug in a keyboard and hit escape, it brings up the emulator menu. Oh my god. That's really funny. What do they do for the NES Classic and the SNES Classic? The Mini. Sorry, the NES Mini or whatever it was. Did they do the same thing? But, like, was that also emulation? Surely. Again, it's so tiny. It's certainly emulation, yeah. Surely. God, the fucking hypocrites. The hypocrites over at Nintendo. Right? It's like, no, you can't emulate things, that's piracy. Also, we're going to emulate the NES and the SNES and sell it to you. It's okay when we do it. It's not okay when you do it. Was it? Oh, there was an N64 mini as well, or was there not? No, no, I'm sure. No, there wasn't. Right? Emulation is specifically legal. We had a legal case about this. Yeah. Well, I mean, where did we? Yeah, legal where? Legal where? It will depend. And also, I think one of the things Nintendo does is they go after the ROM sharing rather than like the... I don't know if they go after the emulators. Maybe they do? Nintendo maintains emulation is legal, but making your own copies is not. Ah. Also, yeah, here we have the NES Mini. So small. So tiny. Well, this is clearly like photoshopped. This might actually be somebody holding a real one. I don't know. Did the same console in the hand visual for the C64 mini. I'm not, yeah, not surprised. The power of this console in the palm of my hand. Cases in the US, there's no precedent in the EU, but it usually ends up on the same rate to make copies of stuff that you own. Right. So yeah, the problem being if it goes to court or it goes to something, then you have to prove that you own the thing that you made a copy of. But yeah. Had to be photoshopped, was only you had your render when you made the box, no photos of the unit. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Oh yes, I think I found it. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Behold! The C64 Mini! It's just... it's a tiny keyboard. Ah. Exactly 50% scale. Alright. Tiny keys. Oh, I think there was another image I found on the Google of someone actually holding one. I think it was for a review video. Ah yeah, here we are. Oh wait, wrong. There we go. There it is. C64 Mini. And you can see it's real scale, and yeah, it's just a teeny keyboard. I did a full size one as well. Ah, nice. Yeah, wow. Has 8-Bit Guy done a review on that yet? I don't know. Possibly. Oh wow. Yeah, learn CAD from scratch for that project. I just found another one that actually I think this one really shows off the scale of it properly. Hold on. Look at that, it's so small. The keys are so tiny. To play this game, mash the keypad with your palm now. keys do not press. Okay, they are not functional keys. Oh, I'm mildly disappointed, but it's understandable. Like, surely you can't expect me to use this tiny keyboard to type things on. Surely not. Not even the weirdest gaming keyboard, though. There was someone on Twitter modding one to actually have working keys, though. Oh, neat. Yeah. Where is it? Yes. One of my favorite goofy video game peripherals. Here we are. The GameCube keyboard controller. Look at this. Look at this monster of a thing. We literally just took a GameCube controller and went. Oh, the RE4 chainsaw is also very good. Yeah, the chainsaw control. Completely useless, but very funny. Was it for PSO? It probably was. Oh yeah, here we are. Is this the right one? Yes, it is. Look at this. How? There's no way this can be comfortable to use. It also just looks horrible. Like you can't use this as a controller. Yeah, no. It's just a novelty. No, yeah, absolutely. There are some really bizarre like peripherals out there. It's like some really weird like controllers or other things. I mean, hell, some of them are even official ones. You know, never mind the like third-party ones that are weird. I mean, you think actually even just thinking about like the N64 controller was very weird when it came out. Like the number of people I remember like playing games with this, and the number of people you would hand this to who had never held one before, who would then hold it with the left grip, the right grip, and because the way you were supposed to hold it was, you know, middle and right most of the time, but most people would just grab it on either side and leave the middle prong alone. And you think then when you do that, you're like, yeah, maybe they could have designed this better. I made our own controller to go with the Amiga Mini, new creation for the complexities of controller design. Yeah. I like, oh god, some of these are quite dusty actually. So hopefully this won't show up on camera too badly, but like we've now kind of, it definitely seems like there was that period of weird innovation. Nintendo still does a lot of that. But like nowadays we've kind of settled on the two-pronged, basically the PlayStation controller, like this sort of thing, with the twin sticks in the middle, the two handheld, and some buttons here and here. And this needs dusting. It's just been sitting there. It's just been sitting there unused. And like we look at like the Steam controller is very similar. You know, I don't have any other controllers to hand, but those are the closest ones. The DualShock popularized it, Xbox perfected it. Yeah, true. We got R1, R2. Also the back paddles on the Steam controller. Most third-party controllers go for the Xbox layout. That's true. I guess this is the Xbox layout, isn't it? With the one stick and the face buttons. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, spent a bit of time shit talking Nintendo today. Or is that Steam's own thing? Or whatever. Okay. I don't have an Xbox controller around. I haven't used one in a while, so I forget what its layout is. But like, Nintendo is still doing controller innovation. The whole, although finally, you know, with the Switch, we're like, we've got our weird, you know, our Switch controller with the Joy-Cons, and then they actually also just made a Pro controller, which is basically a, you know, a very familiar modern game controller. What's the Xbox layout? Oh yes, of course. The face buttons are up in the top right, and the sticks are top left and bottom right. Yeah, the Pro controller is an Xbox controller. The serial number filed off, basically. Yeah. Yeah, no, it is actually. Yeah, it is that exact layout. Yep. And it seemed like it took them until the Switch to actually, like, to do something like that. You know? I still maintain that the GameCube controller was really good. And maybe the best controller they ever made. That Nintendo ever made. That was actually very similar. Again, that was very similar to, like, the Xbox layout. You had the main joystick on the top left, the C stick in the bottom right. You just had different buttons. When you ask any competitive Smash player, and they'll say yes, GameCube controller. That they're getting it with all the rumors that Switch 2 might just be sticking with what works. Seems like they found their thing. Possibly. We shall see. Yeah, like we had basically 2 consoles where they tried to make motion controls a thing. Although, did they? Was it 3? Did they do it with the Wii U? I don't know. But then nobody remembers the Wii U. Like nobody bought one of those. So whatever. But like since the Wii, they've basically been trying to make motion controls a thing. And it seems like the sort of response has been, eh. Like, they haven't really got it. It's still basically just a novelty. And it doesn't seem to be something that people actually really want. Like, it's just, yeah, like I said, it's just a novelty. And they stuck to their guns, you know, for a while. They tried to do it with the Switch. But Twilight Princess was worse on the Wii compared to the GameCube. Yeah. Well, the weird thing about Twilight Princess was, I forget which one was it developed first for, but because Link had been, I'm trying to remember which way around it is. But they switched his switched his sword hand from one version to the other. So they made him like right-handed instead of left-handed. I think that was what they did. I think it was in the Wii version, because most people would hold the Wii Wiimote in their right hand. So they made him right-handed. And they basically what they wanted to do. So in order to not have to redesign a whole bunch of stuff, they flipped the overworld left to right. They just completely mirrored it, I think. which is just so bizarre. Right, yeah. Left hand until Twilight Princess. No, yeah, right, no, it is, yeah. Yes, no, they did. I just looked it up and checked. Yes, Twilight Princess did flip the entire map, everything back to front, everything mirrored on the Wii version. Yeah, which is bizarre. I think I had the GameCube version. Is it up there? No, I had the Wii version. I can see it from here. So I guess I played it flipped. So I wouldn't have known any different. But it was just like, this is so weird. And then, yeah, left-handed until Twilight Princess, and then I think every game after that has not been left-handed. I know he's not left-handed in Breath of the Wild, and he's definitely not left-handed in Tears of the Kingdom. Although, I mean, I guess that depends on your definition. Skyward Sword was fully motion control, so he was right-handed. Ah, that's the baby. The Atari 500 mini controller. Hell yeah, Pix. Awesome. Let's look. There it is. This is very small, but you got your D-pad, you got your buttons, you got your face button. Oh, shoulder buttons, L and R. Ah. I assume those are shoulder buttons and not just a reminder of, you know, which side is which. Neat. Good job. So Skyward Sword fully motion control. Yeah. Ooh, good clicky buttons. Yes, excellent. I love a good clicky button. But yeah, you know, one of the reasons I really would like to do a Zelda retrospective, like the Final Fantasy retrospective, is because, you know, I enjoyed Zelda a lot, but there are a number of games I've just never played because, yeah, I never played Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I'm like, oh man, it'd be fun. My Wii is around here somewhere though. It still exists. So I suppose I could play. I guess I could play the Wii version. I don't know which of these are available on Switch though. Some of them. Did they remake or re-release some of them? I don't know. Oh right, Skyward Sword HD exists. That's right. Yeah. Dust off the old Wii, plug it into the Elgato, see what happens. Yeah. What was the last Zelda game I played? Was it Twilight Princess? Let me have a look. Zelda games in order. Let's have a look. Let's work backwards. Yeah. Okay. Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, Triforce Heroes, Link Between Worlds, Skyward Sword, Spirit Tracks, Phantom Hourglass, Twilight Princess. Yeah, it was literally Twilight Princess. Was the last time I played a Zelda. That was 2006, so it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Or at least that's the most recent Zelda game I've played. Wind Waker. Oh, Wind Waker was 2002. God. That game is 21 years old. Just in case you weren't feeling old enough yet. think I still liked Wind Waker better than Twilight Princess. But it was just a very good game. Hourglass, Spirit Tracks. Yeah. Some of these there was nothing stopping me from playing them, I just didn't. Oh, and I guess Hyrule Warriors is also a thing that exists. Oh god, this list I found is also like how to play the Zelda games in chronological order. I'm like, okay, good luck with that. Which timeline? There's like 3 of them at least. Last I remember anyway. There might be more now. The chronological order only exists to appease fans. Yeah. Like, it's very clear that Nintendo, like, outside of like direct sequels and a couple of games and like a couple of things where they reference other games, they have never even tried, they've never like bothered with a timeline or anything like that. Like, the ones that directly follow on, like sequels, like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, and I guess the like Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, or is it just Spirit Tracks? Whatever one follows on from Wind Waker. Well, yeah, well, okay. Hyrule Historia is just clearly trying to just like, we're trying to brute force a timeline. We're kind of trying like backwards, you know, we're trying to hammer these things to make them to make sense when they clearly were never intended to. You know? I see a discussion yesterday about worrying about lore and continuity over in the individual things. Okay, it goes Wind Waker to Spirit out. Still then caring about it in some respects. I suppose so. Caring about it to the extent that we realize we can make money out of this. I don't know. That's simple. But there are a lot of things that don't add up, that don't make sense. Like, I haven't been too bothered about Tears spoilers, but I'm not like going out my way to find them. But I did see some comments, people being like, Tears of the Kingdom makes fitting Breath of the Wild. Apparently, it might. There are some things in there that make fitting Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom into the existing timeline really difficult. And I was like trying to figure out how it fits into all the established timeline from Hyrule Historia and going completely bonkers trying to figure that out. And everyone just, a lot of other people just going like, whatever dude, it's a Zelda game, okay. it's yeah. I don't know why it does that, but I'm prepared to believe it. And it's like one of those. If they have fun, yeah, I mean, more power to them. Trying to, if they have, I just hope they are having fun figuring it out and not getting, not getting like angry at Nintendo or whatever. Like, don't at them about it. It's like whatever. They're just gonna make whatever game they're gonna make. Yeah, don't bully death. Yeah, like, yeah. That's the thing that concerns me about those kind of like discussions. Like, just don't, you know, it's fun trying to figure it out, but don't get mad. Don't get mad about it. But yeah, God, where do you? Okay, where do they say? I'm just gonna look at this list and see where it says to start, like chronologically. Okay. So apparently we start with Skyward Sword is the first one with the prequel timeline, apparently. And then followed by that is Minish Cap, oddly enough. then Legend of Zelda Four Swords, then Ocarina of Time, then Majora's Mask, then Twilight Princess, and then the Child Timeline in Four Swords Adventures, then the Wind Waker, then Phantom Hourglass, then Spirit Tracks. Okay, we've jumped a few timelines here, and then A Link to the Past. Okay, right, so okay, we're jumping timelines here. Alright, hold on, let me go back. Minish Cap, Four Swords. Okay, so Four Swords ends the prequel timeline. And then we go to Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, which has both the child and adult timeline. So this is where we get a timeline split between child and adult. And so Majora's Mask is next in the child timeline. And then Twilight Princess is after that in the child timeline. And then Four Swords Adventures is after that in child timeline. And then we go to Wind Waker is the next game in the adult timeline. And followed by Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. And that's the last game in the adult timeline. And now we go to Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, the Fallen Hero timeline. Which is where the timeline years after Link is defeated by Ganondorf in what is believed to be an unseen alternate ending to Ocarina of Time. Obviously, of course. The timeline where Link failed. Okay. So that first one of those is Link to the Past, followed by Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages. And then Link's Awakening. Then Link Between Worlds. Then Triforce Heroes. Which is weird. Because that's a Wind Waker style game. Yeah, sure, whatever. And then after that is the original Legend of Zelda game. Like that. This is like towards the end of the chronological list is the first game, which is then followed by the Adventure of Link, obviously, and then Breath of the Wild comes after that in the Fallen Hero timeline. And then Tears of the Kingdom comes after that in the Fallen Hero timeline. These both have question marks after them, so who knows? Who the heck knows? So, you know, it's a mess. That's like clearly the most cursed order to play them in is chronological. In much the same way that, oh god, I saw someone suggest that the most unhinged way to watch all of Star Trek is to watch it in strictly chronological order, meaning that you have to start with one episode of Voyager, where they I think it's one of the episodes of Voyager with Q where they go back to before the Big Bang, so you have to start with that one. And then I forget what comes next after that, but you end up bouncing around between all sorts of episodes. Like, I'm trying to think, like the ones that are set in the earliest 20th century, like the time travel episodes. Like you'd have to watch Time's Arrow, then Little Green Men, and then Far Beyond the Stars. And eventually you would get to Enterprise. Although actually no, you have to watch some episodes of Enterprise in there as well because there's some time travel going on. Although where do we put the alternate history in terms of chronology? Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed. You play them alongside, of course. Split screen. Yeah, it's the only sensible way to do it. Ah, man. Actually, let me see if I can find that post because it was very funny. Recent? Oh no, that's like. Oh no, that's so much better. Like the actual chronological order. Whatever. Okay, can't find it with a quick search, but anyway, never mind. Never mind that. Oh! I appear to have died. Is that okay? I'll tell you what I'm going to do actually. We'll do some gaming in a little bit. I think I want to have a go at playing some Hades. Just to do a few runs of that. But I'm actually going to take a break and go grab some water. So let's do that, and then I'll come back with a little bit of gaming. So let's do a break, and then we'll be right back. Break time. Ha ha ha! I return. Yes. Hold on. Hades noises. Oh, oh. There we go. I should change the stream category as well, shouldn't I? Let's do that. I have done this. Success. Time for some video games. I figure, why not? Hades is always a good time. Guess I'm just trying to do some stuff. Right, you got any prophecies to do? Harsh conditions, catching fish, learning to play the lyre. Right. Damage control, tight deadline, routine inspection, damage control. Why not? I was excited because I thought of Hades because I saw some Hades 2 fan art go by on my Tumblr recommended page. I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing. Well, it's gonna be a thing at some point. Okay. I believe I have leveled all of those up. Yeah, I have. Alright, let's see. What do I want to do? The spear gets more of this, but I am so bad
take my
at the
spear.
Let's have a look. How is Baratha? Oh, okay.
Zagreus.
I mean, I've only got 2 heat on that one.
My aspect of
You know what?
grows
Let's
in power.
level up Zagreus'
I
aspect.
see you.
See if that makes. That's just, yeah. Special
Alright.
damage, range, and speed. Sure. At least lets me put on like low heat to try and escape. Right, what do I normally run with? I'm not trying to get anybody in particular, so like like maybe who's good for spear runs? Or something. Less damage from the front, more damage from the back. Oh, Black Shawl's also good, yeah. It's also striking foes from behind, yes. And I do enjoy Baldy. Baldy's always fun. Okay. Okay. Damage control. And routine inspection. Talents are okay.
Just
So
go, pal.
what?
You can do it.
What gets deactivated then? What gets deactivated with routine inspection? Ah, okay. Less chance for boots to be epic and no rerolls. Okay, that's fine. That's fine-ish. This'll do.
Time to break out again.
We'll give it the old college try.
Goddess Athena.
Ah, Athena. What can we
I
get?
shall do everything within my power to defend you from the perils of your journey, Zagreus.
I'll take Divine Strike.
Appreciate the backup.
Ah, early Charon boon? Yeah, sure.
All right.
Why not? Let's see what we can get.
Prior to your interventions in Hades,
Oh right, more dialogue. There's always so much dialogue.
snakes had forgotten about me, whether purposefully or from passage of time. I believe that to be forgotten was the one true inevitability. Perhaps, however, I was incorrect.
Oh god. Take Abyssal Strike. Just don't get hit by traps. Ooh. Hammer or Artemis. I think I might get another hammer later on, so I'm gonna go for Artemis. I think it tries to make sure you get hammers.
I'll destroy you. Good.
There we go.
I was about to head out with Callisto for a hunt, though I can spare you a quick boon, I guess.
Any chance? Artemis is aid.
The death better
The
hide.
aid is very good. Artemis boons in general are very good.
Mine.
Well, dang it. Thank you. Darkness or gems? Gems. It doesn't really make a whole lot of difference. Gimme. Get backstabbed. Good.
The boon I got from
Ah,
Chaos has a new
excellent.
effect.
Oh. Eh? Backstabbed. Hello? Oh. There we go. It's kind of hanging out over there. More Athena stuff.
It's that damn wretched sneak.
I don't need Baldy's help here. In fact, this is one of the worst ones to use Baldy on.
That's what you
And
get.
try and drop him on his head. Oh god, man. Divine Dash is always very strong. Proud Bearing is also really good. I'll take the dash though. I could do with some health. There we go. Gimme.
Much better.
Anything in here? Got some healing. Healing is good. Oh, damn it. There we go. Shop? Let's go to the shop.
Carol set up shop.
Well, at least I can go fishing. Come on.
You're mine.
A hellfish.
I got a hellfish.
I don't have enough. I actually think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna skip this one. Go for the one at the end. There we go. Get some more cash money this way. Oh, duo boon. Okay, yeah. And I'm gonna have to take Athena here because fighting Athena powered up
Looks like a
enemies is
choice
bad.
to make.
It's always a bad.
No pleasing all upon Olympus, I suppose.
Your special is stronger and can deflect. Let's take that.
Don't be messing with my feelings, Zagreus. My loyalty's hard won
Whoops.
and quickly lost.
Yeah, that's fair.
Had to do it, Artemis.
Yeah. Awkward, but whatever. Got there.
I will admit mistakes were made back there, so you just don't make them again next time, all right?
Fair enough. Oh, support fire. Support fire, my beloved. Oh, well. No, I'm gonna go to the shop. I might need a little bit of healing. Alright, well.
Cheers, mate.
I'll take Dionysus though. Oh, Festive Fog. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Ah, here we are. Yeah, cast is not empowered at the moment. Could take Trippy Shot. Yeah, let's take Trippy Shot.
Feeling good.
Now we're powered up.
It's just at this time.
Who we got? Alright, I don't have extreme measures, so it's just going to be the one. It's
Oh,
Meg.
yeah.
Things can entirely be different between you and me. You know that, don't you, Zach? Not when it comes to this, at least.
Yeah.
I do. We wouldn't both be consummate professionals if it were any other way. You won't be going easy on me, will you?
I'm going to pretend you didn't ask me that.
Yeah.
Now give me everything you've got.
Okay. From downtown.
You're not supposed to be here.
Oh, that was a waste. There we go.
Every time.
Gotcha. That wasn't so
Hope
bad.
she's not mad.
She's always, it's Meg. She's always a little bit mad.
Tartarus has proved unable to contain you.
Moving on. Let's see here.
No, this is still fine. No, I'm not purging anything.
Up we go then.
Let's get out of here.
Be there soon, Lemmy.
I don't have enough. Not nearly enough.
You wretches. Fool.
Take that.
They're slowing down.
Oop. Gotcha, there we go.
Suffer in darkness.
Stronger attack. Yeah. Stronger attack seems good. Oh, yeah, definitely go see Eurydice. You don't get another chance to do that. Are they both here? They're both here, yeah. Hello.
Orphe here's just practicing for when he's got to sing next for Hades Sr.
I've got a bunch of boons, so give me that plum porridge. Divine Strike, Triple Shot, After Save, Divine Dash, yes please. Oh, Hermes, sure.
I see you.
Smooth sailing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we'll see. Oh, it's Than.
Thanatos?
Hey, Than.
Here. I got the message that you need assistance, Zagreus.
Sure.
And here they come.
Here they fall.
Find your own target.
Never.
You're nothing.
Come on, come on. Oh god, I can't see a thing. Alright, it's fine. Doesn't matter. Our winner is me.
Decent team. Got more of them than I did, huh?
See ya.
Your mother got from there just fine. Don't worry, Kaz. She had me looking after her and such. Seemed real nice. Told me to tell you hi.
Take greater haste.
Check the old well.
No. I mean, I have a lot of the Artemis boons that I want, so you know what? Let's see what we can get with Aphrodite. Oh, it's you guys.
Oh no.
To think your father and that sweet Persephone, they were together down there all alone.
Greater haste, hater
I was
goes.
so certain that your father's heart was cold. That's just the thing with love, dearest, that sometimes it surprises even me.
Alright. Resist some damage from nearby foes' attacks. After you take damage, damage foes around you and inflict weak. That's pretty good. But also, I think this one's good. Different league. Ideally, I don't want to be taking damage. I mean, I will, but I don't want to be. Okay. You know what? Help me out. A bit of extra healing, you know? Wow, where did that come from? Okay. We don't have another one? No, okay. Gems. I'll go for some gems. Doesn't really matter. Oh, a fountain. Well, that's good.
Sure.
Glug.
That's a relief.
Oh, and a shot. This is just a regular shop, isn't it? Yeah. How you doing, buddy? Yeah. That's what I thought.
I'll take it.
Strong drink is good. Strong drink is good. It's only, yeah, I'm gonna take strong drink.
Ooh, that's good.
It's very handy because you always get a fountain after completing fountain at the end of every area, but you know. Oh no, this is learning. Okay, hi.
What have you been up to since I last destroyed your multitude of heads?
Okay, here we go. Good. Learning. Figure it out. There we go. Oh, right. Alright, other head time. Here we go. Slightly out of range. It's fine. In there somewhere. There we go. Gotcha.
That's all the heads. Mine now.
And away we go.
You crossed through all of Asgard's defenses.
Extra damage. No, don't want any of those. We'll still keep the black shawl, it's very handy.
Next region.
And now, to Elysium. Okay. Ah, hammer time. Alright, let's see what we can get.
Bright swords. Don't keep me waiting.
Yeah. Butterflies. There we go. Okay. Chain skewer. Special hits up to 7 foes, dealing plus 37 base damage. Spin attack. Let's take the chain skewer.
They'll fear me with this spear.
I will get some more health. Fear the spear. Oh yeah, actually, yes. Okay. Was there anything else around here, was there? No. Okay.
Oh, it seems we have a visit. Achilles.
Ah, it's you guys, hey.
I and Achilles here still have a lot of catching up to do.
Okay. Still 30% when you enter a chamber. I'm going to take Hydrolite Gold. It's usually worth it.
Take care then.
I'm going to go for Aphrodite again. Ah, Asterius.
I'm still learning
My good
all your
man.
tricks,
How are you?
short one. Come show me more.
Alright. Yeah, just stand there and get backstabbed if you don't mind.
Not even a scratch.
Oh, he's mad. Right. I thought it was over, but no, he just went to phase 2. There we go.
Enough. I yield.
Okay. Bye. Ah, he's a good lad, really.
Aphrodite. In the name of Hades.
Ooh, Dying Lament's pretty good. I'm taking that. Oh, okay. Aphrodite back to back. Sure. That's fine. Backstab you. Oh god. Alright, here comes some more. Stand back here. Backstab. There we go.
Hear me on my authority.
Sure, I'll take Wave of Despair. I can go to the shop. No, I'll go for a Palm of Power, I think. Yeah, it's not the final shop, so... Get back stabbed, would you? Right. Not a lot of range on that. That's fine.
Good enough to eat.
Better call.
Zesty.
Sure. Another hammer? Yeah. Let's get another hammer. Oh boy.
I'll run you through.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be more than that. But that's fine. A spin attack deals more damage, hits a large area. Charge your spin attack makes you sturdy. Massive spin.
I got one. It's a clam.
It sure is. Oh yeah. That is a big area. Oh. Hermes or Artemis. I get Hermes.
More bright swords.
Where are you? Come here. Alright. Who's not dead? Sound off. Oh god. Oh god, all the projectiles. There we go. There.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Greater evasion, 10% dodge chance. Now I will go to the shop. Sure.
Why not?
4% crit chance. Sure.
God's given me strength.
A better support fire. Alright, let's go. Let's go fight Abbott and Costello up here. Laurel and Hardy.
Prepare to be sent back into the depths whence you came.
No, you. One down.
Damn you, fiend!
I warn you, Sid. You'll gain no quarter from me or my good companion over there.
What the? Oh, here we go. Oh god. Gotcha.
What a loudmouth.
That's my shade. My shade.
My shade.
Yeah.
Should be another such performance soon.
Do I want to take the tooth? Also striking foes from behind. No. I got 3 death defies. I'm gonna chance it. That's a handy one to have.
So close. I've reached the surface.
Let's go. Pardon me. We have an offer. Okay. Aphrodite food.
Should check this way.
Good, good. Boom. Smashy, smashy. I'll have that. Couldn't see where I was. Oh god. Oh god. Just die already. Come on.
What now?
Ugh.
Time to collect.
Give me a reroll.
Let's see what else.
Now, sure, fine. Life affirmation.
No love without pain.
Fine. I don't want to replace anything, so.
Got to keep searching.
Oh, well, I can fish.
What lurks in this surface river here?
Huh?
Right there.
It's a gut.
I win this round, fish. Satyr tunnels.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take that one. And that one. Getting a bit of health, start with God Gauge partially full. Good. It might seem like overkill, but that's only because it is, to use a Artemis's aid on a single rat, but I stand by it. Okay. Gave these giant rats so much health, honestly. I mean, what are you trying to prove? Stay away and stab them. There we go. God. Will you just die and now also to her? Keep backstabbing this single stupid rat. Come on. Ugh. Okay. What should I do?
Something I can use.
Kind of want to get this just to have some more health.
I'll take this one.
Coin.
Whoa.
Alright, I'll just keep throwing my spear at them. We'll just be here for a minute, just don't worry. Good. Ugh. No, I don't want to purge anything. It's not going to be helpful. Alright, come on, third time's a charm. Oh, thank God. Okay.
No satyrs. Just the foul sack I need.
And this is a fountain, so I restore all of my health.
Taste.
And plus some damage as well. Thank God. Okay, well, I can get I'll get the Palm of Power.
Should come in useful.
More damage.
Stronger still.
Let's go see dear old dad.
The fearsome Cerberus accepts the satyr sack.
And away he goes.
I can go.
You did this. You did this? I did this. Alright. Here we are. On the surface.
Been waiting long?
Untold murderous wretches in my realm, all at my beck and call, yet still you made it here.
Yep. Oh, he's got a thing. Right. Of course he does. It's alright. That.
You brought this on yourself.
Go, Sisyphus.
Now you two, get along. A laughable excuse for an assault.
Very sharp.
Darkness.
Why don't you let your wretches rest in peace?
Not going to use Greater Call until everyone else is dead. Okay, here we go.
All right, taking the shot.
Woohoo! Big shot. Oh, damn it. Ah! Testify. Okay, that's fine. It's fine.
Darkness.
I'll take care of this.
There we go. Here we go. Round 2.
Alright.
I'm gonna get behind him. I want to backstab him, but it's also fine if we don't. Oh god. Gotta move. Oh, shit. It's alright. This is fine. Dodge. Attack. Oh, he's gone impervious. What's he doing? Oh, great, this.
Picked up their scent.
Oh! Whoa! It's okay. It's okay. There we go. Woo! I think that was a critical Artemis
I
thing.
shall see you back at home.
Later.
You are quite strong.
Smithers, you're quite good at...
See you at home.
Yeah. Should probably just ignore that.
His name.
Olympus Caller. Yay. Alright. Job done. Titan blood. And away we go.
Having achieved his goal, the Underworld Prince discovers that the mortal realm is utterly bereft of the life-threatening excitement to which he has grown accustomed, and the lack of anything of note to do. The sheer mundanity results in this.
Like death by boredom, huh? Alright. Ah. Here
Show
we
you
are.
that time, Father.
Everyone, he's back! I've got a survey here if you'd like to fill it out.
No, I'm good.
Resolve the trouble with the satyrs yet?
Father, how are you doing without Mother around? Will she be alright on Olympus?
Clearly she is more than capable of handling herself. And we here have been well accustomed to not having her about.
So everything's back to normal then? That sounds lovely.
Nothing is normal anymore. Besides, she shall return. Knowing that she shall return, is that not sufficient for you? Be patient for once.
Glad you're handling it fine.
Zach's like, I just got her back, man. But yes. Yeah.
She has departed once again, your birth mother, the Queen. Although it was not as difficult to see her off this time, knowing she shall return.
It must be difficult for her, returning to Olympus. She had no love for it at all. I hope she'll be alright.
Do not despair. We have ways of watching over her.
We have ways.
Not that I expect anything untoward to happen, but, well, with your family, one learns to take precautions, as you know.
Yeah.
I'll miss her.
So shall I. But it shall not be long, I think.
Interesting.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Dusa.
Hey, Zacharias, I wanted to talk to you again. What I mean is, I just hope I didn't hurt your feelings. Because if I did, you'd let me know, wouldn't you?
Dusa, please. Remember friends for all eternity? It's a long time, so there's no need for second guessing. I'm glad we had a chance to talk.
Oh, well, good. That's a relief to hear, but one last thing so I can clear my conscience of it. I've saved all the ambrosia that you gave me, and I figured since I didn't realize, the way you felt, I can be a little dense. I have it here, and I would like to give it back. Is that okay?
Oh, a choice. Politely accept or kindly decline. No, you can keep it. It's fine. No, I don't need it back.
Hey now, there's no need to do anything rash like that. That ambrosia was my gift to you and it was unconditional. Just try the stuff and see. They say the purer the act of giving, the better it is. Won't you keep it? If not for yourself, then for the lounge?
Alright. I had to ask, so thanks again. Just wanted to make sure. I hope we can enjoy it at the lounge sometime. I'd better go put it away. Not drink it. Store it for safekeeping now. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for waiting.
Told you I should have gone to a physician.
What's for breakfast? Dinner, maybe?
Okay.
Why, thank you.
You got anything? Always get more ambrosia,
Seems like a good deal.
I don't really need it for anything anymore. I think I've used it all up, more or less. I think I can still give some to Than, but I've got like 15 of it. That's plenty. And it's not like he's around anyway. He's off doing things. Ah. Right. Okay, well, that's that.
I need to ask something
Oh!
of you.
Speaking of Than.
Senator,
Oh,
Just
sorry.
tell me
good to
one
see
thing,
you.
Zacharias. Did you really mean what you told me
didn't mean to
before,
skip
that
his dialogue. Whoops.
maybe we ought to take our time?
Comfort him.
I just don't mean to push you, Than. I know all this is kind of a lot. And I wanted you to know this isn't some impulsive thing for me. I'll wait for you however long it takes.
Aw.
You have no concept of which impulses to act upon and which to keep in check. You say you'll wait? Well, let me ask you this. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I'm here. Already. Right?
Than. Oh, you're right.
Now kiss! Oh! Well then. Later.
Look, speak up already. I don't like it when you're quiet for too long. What's on your mind?
A lot of things, and you will have to grow to like it, Zag. Or what I mean is, don't take my silence the wrong way, alright? I better get going though. I'm way behind on work, but see you again. If that's alright.
It is. It is.
Very good.
Don't have a player too.
But one of these days, maybe we will.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Yay! Alright, and yeah, I only have tight deadline left for harsh conditions. Okay. I'm just gonna make sure it's saved. Yay! Zagreus and Thanatos. Together at last.
Hey, yeah.
Alright. Well, it is 8:10-ish. I'm fine to call things early so I can go get some food tonight. In a minute. Let me just save. Alright, I'll quit out of this. Pardon me. Back to the booth. Oh, figure it out. No, it's got it. We're good. Alright. Well, that's going to do it for today's stream. Kind of another nice little chill stream today. But next week we begin the great Final Fantasy adventure. Yeah, we shall be starting the Final Fantasy retrospective on Monday with Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster, and we shall see where we go. The Final Fantasy or whatever. Alright, but this is the Final Fantasy 1 of 16 plus. But yes, so I'm very much looking forward to that. It should be really interesting. We'll see how we get on with that. But yeah, that's it from me today and for the week. So I hope to see you again next week when we shall play some Final Fantasy. Until such time, take care, and I hope you have a good week. Don't forget to find the VODs on the VOD channel, youtube.com/@can'twearhats. That'll work. There's the store as well, and always like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.